We are coming up to the Night of Champions match between the Vanoss Crew, where it'll be a triple threat match between Vanoss going up against Terrorizer, who will also be going up against Lucas. And before we get this match set up and ready to go, let's go through the history that the Vanoss Crew went through, why there were 3 members of the team left, why they broke up, and why there is another team known as the Vanoss Refugees. Just a little bit of background before we fully get into the video. The Vanoss Crew formed way back when the N60 Championship was still known as the N60 Championship itself. Jacksepticeye had held that championship at that moment before Vanoss cashed in on him and took the championship away. This resulted in so much power being held within Vanoss's hands, and it really drove the leadership role that he has, or that he had today. Now let's talk about a more present-day Vanoss Crew. Not exactly what's happening now, but just recent events. Let's start with the Vanoss Refugees and how they came to form, and why they are separate towards the Vanoss Crew itself. It all started with the deletion unit match that happened in the N60 show, where Wildcat was involved in. He lost that match and got eliminated, meaning he was not able to compete in the BNW Universe for quite some time. And Vanoss did nothing to try and help out one of his team members. This really set off Cartoons, who was Wildcat's partner in the N60 tag division, and decided to step away from the Vanoss Crew and even join forces with Black Knight, who was a former tag partner at the time from H2O Delirious, who tried to help him out when Delirious left the Vanoss Crew. As time passed, Cartoons and Black Knight, where they formed the team of Dark Toons, would rise up and try and fight towards the Vanoss Crew. But it was never enough. Vanoss had gotten new members of Terrorizer and his buddy Lucas, who he created and rose up, giving him a glowing glove of power. This really made things hard for Dark Toons until Wildcat brought himself back into the N60 show with some friends, being Nogla and Omwrecker, who we don't talk about anymore. Meanwhile, the Vanoss Crew themselves were on a hot streak. They were able to win championships such as the Golden Tag Championship, where Vanoss and Terrorizer took charge, and then won the Rumble Tag Championship to become the longest reigning Rumble Tag Champions as well. They would lose the Golden Tag Championships, but continue to hold the Rumble one for quite some time. It was only until the Vanoss Refugees started stepping in the way of the Vanoss Crew when everything would fall apart. A War Games match was issued between the two teams. The Vanoss Crew were able to come out on top, but the fatigue would set in, as they were not prepared for their Rumble Tag Championship match at Rumble Mania 4. This meant that things were not good for them, and they lost the championships to the Hart Foundations, which is our current Rumble Tag Champions at the moment. After the loss, it really split up the Vanoss Crew, as Terrorizer felt used and abused and turned on Vanoss, attacking him in the middle of a setup for our next Diamond Play Button Championship tournament match. So if you haven't seen that video, I do recommend you watch it, as there is a little snippet of Terrorizer assaulting Vanoss. But also Lucas was a part of the team, and he was kind of left out as more of a pawn, someone that would be thrown at the enemy just to see how good they really were. Vanoss never really used the potential that Lucas had. That glowing fist didn't really come into play, and it was more a distraction towards the enemy. And that's why Lucas joined in with Terrorizer to assault Vanoss. But Lucas wanted to prove himself as well. And that's why we have a triple threat match happening at Night of Champions, where the winner stays in N60 and the losers go home. So members of the Vanoss crew do remain. We have individuals like H2O Delirious, Cartoons, Wildcat, Nogla, who still roam throughout this roster, but the Vanoss crew team, the heel side of the Vanoss crew, has officially come to an end, and Night of Champions will be the final match to distinguish the end of the Vanoss crew. So let me know in the comments below who you think will come out on top in that match. Will it be Vanoss? Will it be Terrorizer? Or will Lucas make his way out of this match and continue their reign in the N60 show, whereas everyone else has to go home and step away from the BNW Universe? I'll see you then. Good night, everyone.